We're joined by Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry. And first of all, I know you work in Baton Rouge. Where do you live and how did your family fare from Hurricane Ida?
Yeah, I did well. We did well. We were lucky. God spared a big part of Acadiana. I live down in the Broussard Lafayette area. I'm originally from St. Martinville. Hurricanes are nothing new to us like they are to the rest of those along Louisiana's coast, but we did well. We've been traveling since the hurricane all around the affected areas, spent a lot of time down in Lafourche and Terrebonne Parish, flew over St. Charles. Yesterday, we were on the North Shore, just again, talking to first responders, mayors, city chiefs of police, sheriffs, trying to assess some of the needs and things that we can do to help.
When you were assessing that, what are some of the things that you found that people needed, and what did you think of the devastation? Was it worse than you imagined?
I went through and helped during Hurricane Michael over in Panama City during that disaster 3 or 4 years ago. Of course, I was down in Lake Charles during Hurricane Laura. Those storms are very, very similar to Hurricane Ida. The amount of wind destruction is really unbelievable. I can tell you, down in Lafourche and Terrebonne Parish, thank God for the levee systems that they put in place, or the destruction would have been much worse. Of course, even when you go to the North Shore, like St. Tammany, Tangibaho, and Livingston Parish, the amount of debris and trees that are on houses and the power and water that's out certainly is concerning. But the good news is I saw a lot of National Guardsmen, saw a lot of linemen, saw a lot of first responders. I know people are working diligently 24 hours a day to clear the roads and to get the power back on.
And I know you've been very vocal. You want to get across people to be aware of charity fraud. In times of need like this, there's so many people who want to help. Some people aren't close enough to donate time. It's really not safe for some people to come in and help. So a lot of people, they go to their pocketbooks. Let's donate some money. But there's a lot of people out there who are scamming people. So what is your message and maybe some tips so that doesn't happen to people?
Well, one of the things that makes Louisiana and South Louisiana in particular unique is the way that we love to take care of each other. The fact that we help our neighbors, that we reach out and help those in need. And what we don't realize is that there are people out there, there's a criminal element out there that prey on people during a time of need. And so we think, we'll go out and help whoever. And so when we need, we think people come in and just open their hearts up as well. And unfortunately, there's a criminal element out there that will take advantage of the good-heartedness of South Louisianan people. And so what we want people to know is that we don't want them to fall prey to scammers and people who will defraud them of their money, whether it be in charitable giving or as they repair in contractor fraud.
That's what I was going to ask you about the contractors, because a lot of people are desperate. They look around and they see devastation everywhere and they want to get their houses done as soon as possible. So maybe they fall for a scam. Whereas if it was, they just needed a roof on an ordinary day, they could do all kinds of research. So what are some tips there? I know you can go online. A lot of people don't have access to internet right now, though, to actually see if people have credentials. What are some of the things they can do right now with limited resources?
Well, look, the good news is our office has a lot of experience, unfortunately, in this area. And we've got great information. We will be sending teams of folks out there to pass out flyers and put out signs. But a couple of things that they can do. Always get the contract in writing. That is extremely important. If you do have access to the internet, you can go to our website at agjefflandry.com. We have a sample contract there. We ran a program sometimes back, and we did it through Hurricane Laura and Delta and Zeta and all the other ones that affected us last year, called Take a Picture with Your Contractor. Take a selfie with them. Don't be shy. Take a picture of their license plate, their driver's license. That way you know who they are. If they tend to shy away from that type of activity, if they don't want you to take a picture of their license plate or their driver's license, then you should be suspect. Mm-hmm. If it seems too good to be true, then it probably is not. We don't want you to put up a large sum up front, no more than 10 or 20% up front to those particular contractors. And of course, you can always go to the Better Business Bureau, the Louisiana Contracting Licensing Board. has licensed contractors that you can view on their website. We want you to ensure that those contractors are licensed and bonded and approved. And so I know when people are desperate, they want to get their roof fixed, they want to get their house repaired as quickly as possible. What we want them to do is do it right so that they don't succumb to contractor fraud and those that are out there that will basically take advantage of them. Because again, once the money's gone, you can't get it back.
And I know you guys all have a message for looters that you will be prosecuted. I was surprised to see that looting is a felony in our state.
Yes, I mean, looting, again, that is a criminal element that, again, will take advantage of the community when it's at its lowest point, when it is so vulnerable. And absolutely, and I know there are all the rest of the DAs around the state and certainly in South Louisiana will absolutely prosecute those who will go out and loot.
All right, Attorney.